7. They don't want it to be too long. They don't want it to be too short. So what length of Brexit delay would Goldilocks approve of? What would be just right for the EU? A few are arguing for a delay long enough for this country to change its mind in an election or another referendum. Many, in particular Germany's Chancellor Merkel, are arguing that the UK should be given precisely what Parliament asked for, a delay until January the 31st. But others, led, it said, by France's President Macron, are proposing giving MPs just a few more weeks to come to a conclusion, moving our departure date to the end of November. Well, let's see if we can get underneath the thinking in Paris. Nathalie Goulet joins us. She's a French senator representing not Monsieur Macron's party, but the centrist Union. Morning to you.
Good morning.
How much are you enjoying, if that is the right word, watching the spectacle in the British Parliament?
But first of all, I have to tell you that we don't understand anything to the proceeding. You know, it's like one step forward and two steps backward, and so it's not readable for us.
You're not the only one, Ms. Goulet.
No, but obviously, but it's a little bit foggy. And then it looks like a bad soap, you know, but at the end of the day, these things has to be done, you know, it's enough.
It has to be done, it's enough. So does that explain why, in your view, the French would be right, the French government, to say a little longer, yes, but not much longer?
I mean, we are handcuffed. You know, it's like hostages. We cannot do anything. The previous subject about human trafficking. You know, you are not fighting against human trafficking. Britain with Britain, you need European Union. You will be out of Europol. You will be out of the PNR. You will be out of all the proceeding against terrorism. All the work that has been done the last years against terrorism, and then one of a sudden you will disappear.
Forgive me, that's an argument about why we've made the wrong decision in your view on the EU. What's your decision on the timetable now, though? When you say that we are handcuffed, we are hostages, you said.
Yes,
what do you mean? Who's handcuffed? Who's a hostage?
European countries are handcuffed because we are all hanged by the UK decision, and we cannot take any step to complete or to have a bilateral agreements. Let's talk about human trafficking or fighting terrorism. We cannot take any step to solve this question by bilateral agreement, as long as you didn't decide if you are in or out.
So how long a delay do you think to Brexit there should now be?
I think as short as possible. But you know, now we don't know. Well, I mean, my position, it's as soon as possible. So now if we need an exact schedule, I think we need at least a fortune teller or a crystal ball, because it becomes totally unreadable.
Indeed it does, but the EU have to reach a decision, and of course by tradition they like to do this by consensus. So how difficult do you want your president to be? He is, we're told, on a remote Pacific island at the moment. When he comes home, should he say to Germany's Angela Merkel and the others, I'm not having this, I will not give Britain till January the 31st. They can't have a Christmas inside the EU. They've got to make their minds up.
He is not on the moon. I mean, I think he's talking to our German partners, and probably they will try to reach an agreement on the date. But I think that January will be way too far. I mean, enough, and then we will have Christmas, and then we will have everything, and then we'll have January, and then as I told you, we feel like handcuffed, and I think it's enough.
Nathalie Goulet, that has been made very clear this morning. Thank you for joining us.